Welcome to Documentary First, an inside look at a first-time filmmaker's journey. I'm your host, Josh Lindsay from the Movie Proposal Podcast. And with us is our first-time filmmaker, Christian Taylor.
Hey, Josh, how are you?
Christian. That reminds me, we need to come up with a new intro, don't we?
Yes, we do. That corresponds with the news that went out today.
Oh, well, let's jump right in. There's no Jason, there's no guest, it's just you and I. What is the news?
Yeah. So, well, first of all, I want to just say we were hoping to talk about podcasting this week, sort of the pros and cons of podcasting, how that helps a film, how you actually get a podcast accomplished. Jason was going to be our guest for that, but he's not able to join us today. So this is going to be a quick update. We do have a few things to share, so that's kind of exciting. We did release today a little video that I did talking to our supporters, explaining this new branding change that we have coming up. So it was released on Facebook, Instagram, and I think Twitter. Also, our Patreon subscribers got a little, head start on all of this information. So if you're not a Patreon supporter, please consider joining us. There are lots of perks, including a monthly live interaction with me. So, you're basically part of our team as we start to brainstorm the new steps of this company. But yes, we've announced that we are rebranding, launching this new company, new name, and it is going to be Documentary First. So it's going to be basically Documentary First Productions, and our productions are going to be The Girl Who Wore Freedom, Grueling Glory, The Brave Dutch. We also now have Carenton, Unlocking the Road to Liberty, and whatever other projects that kind of come our way. We've been working on our new logo. We've narrowed it down to, a few choices. So we hope to release that, and we'll be officially switching over all of our social media come January 1st. So instead of seeing The Girl Who Wore Freedom on all of our social media platforms, it'll be Documentary First. And that'll be a place where we can talk about all of our projects, not just The Girl Who Wore Freedom. And it's going to kind of go hand in hand with our podcast, which has really become the bedrock of our company and what we're doing. So there you have it.
Logo and t-shirts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't know that anybody will want one, but I would.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. It's sort of I think it'll make things a lot simpler. Right now we've got, different social media things for Grueling Glory and, Girl Who Wore Freedom. And we're going to have to create them for The Brave Dutch. And we may still have to have those, but down the road, we just don't have enough staff to manage all of those,
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's exciting to know about the, rebranding and the podcast and so on. What else? What's happening? Let's start with Girl Who Wore Freedom.
Yeah.
You have some news.
So I also have some other news. I just discovered that I have 10% battery left. So this is going to have to be a really short podcast.
Okay.
I may actually go away. Okay. So basically what's happening with The Girl Who Wore Freedom is, again, it was pitched to Netflix. We're still waiting for them to watch the film and kind of get back to us. Right now, it's still on iTunes, Apple TV. It's on Delta. We are getting people's comments. They're still watching it, reaching out to us. And it will be launching on Vudu through FFS in January. It'll be a pay-per-view kind of thing on Vudu. So that's the exciting news about that. I am going to be going to France next Thursday. So December 16, I'll be heading over there to see all of our friends with The Girl Who Wore Freedom and touch base with Danny and her husband, Jean-Marie, check on everybody. It's been a little while since I've seen them. So I'm looking forward to that. We are also in the planning stages for making our, debut over there in 2022. So we will be screening The Girl Who Wore Freedom at the Normandy World War II Film Festival, but we're also trying to get it booked into the Carenton Theater so that other people can come and watch and be part of this sort of exciting time. So that's what's happening with The Girl Who Wore Freedom. And then with The Brave Dutch, one of the things I didn't know was that Virgil Films went ahead and pitched all of their contacts with all the streaming platforms, cable channels. They sent the pitch packet out for the Brave Dutch. I was super excited to hear that. And they've actually had people that have already responded, are interested, and have asked for a sizzle reel, which stopped me in my tracks because we don't have one. So
That's obviously going to take time and money.
yeah.
Have you thought about doing like a GoFundMe for that?
I have not thought about doing a GoFundMe for that, simply because I was really hoping that we could pitch these people and get it done by, we'd be funded by someone to just go ahead and make the movie. Now, we're going to try to submit the Girl Who Wore Freedom stuff to see if, that will fly. If it, if it does, if we can just send our trailer and if we can send, all of our awards and things like that, because it's going to be the same people producing the Brave Dutch that produced the Girl Who Wore Freedom. If that will work, that would be, the path of least resistance. If we are going to have to do something else, I probably will have to do a GoFundMe because I don't have the money to, produce a sizzle, and that will cost money and time. So I don't know. That's a hurdle we need to overcome. But it was Disney that asked for the sizzle, so we're gonna have to get them something.
I guess. It
Yeah.
seems like there's a lot of, I see, maybe just because of I guess just in this day and age of social media and GoFundMe, I see pretty regularly GoFundMe type promotions for a film or a series or something from independent filmmakers. So I don't know if they're successful or not, but it seems like one way to go.
Yeah, it is one way to go. That's for sure. It just, yeah, we'll have to look into something. So that may be what we do next. So
Right.
yeah, so there's that. And really that's about it. That's kind of going on with the Girl Who Wore Freedom. Not a lot of news this week. And I am thinking we may have to take a couple of weeks off for the holidays, especially since I'm going to be overseas. So I think it's time for us all to have a little bit of a vacation.
How's your battery doing?
It's getting lower and lower. So how are you? There's been exciting news on Twitter with the Movie Proposal podcast. How's that been going?
I think good. I'm trying to create buzz on my own. Josh Lindsay, social media non-expert, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just trying to tag people and get people to pay attention. We'll see what happens, but we got Brian Baumgartner from The Office on. That was fun, and now I'm trying to figure out how to leverage that and lead into more actors and directors that are recognizable. So I'm trying to enter a world I don't even know where to begin. So it's interesting.
Well, I got people that can help you, so we should talk about that later.
Okay, great.
All right.
See, look at this. That right there is more than I got already, and I'm all like, there's possibility abounding already. So
yeah, we can get you hooked up, Josh.
All right.
All right, everybody. Well, I do want to say thank you so much for following us on our journey. It really means a lot that we have you listening. Please let us know. Let us know what you think. Let us, know if there's other stuff you want to hear us talk about. Please just, let us know you're listening. And, support us on Patreon if you can. If you already are, I just thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Awesome. Well, hey, I also want to say thank you for listening to Documentary First, where we believe everyone has a story to tell and you can be the one to tell it.
Yes, you can. Bye, everybody.